A Very Spidey Christmas was released right after Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and I've been listening to it every year since. I know music is very subjective, and my opinion on the noise that enters my ears is okay, great, not good, great, and not good again. I only have these 3 on my Christmas playlist, but I'd like to take a closer look at all of them and see if I can better explain what makes them good or bad. Starting off, we have Joy to the World That I Just Saved, sung by Miles Morales, who is voiced by Shameik Moore. Unfortunately, I don't believe singing is Shameik's strong suit, but the music itself is pretty good. I'm all for parody, which is what all of these are, and I think the lyrics are funny enough to raise the track to a level of quality that makes it fun to listen to every once in a while.
www.gofundme.com/Spidey Web Fluid Fund. Help me get to 1,000. Thank you.
Sadly, the fundraiser is no longer available. Hopefully that just means he's now fully funded. Out of the 3 tracks I do have added to my playlist, this is the one I skip the most often. Then we get Spidey Bells, A Hero's Lament, sung by Peter Parker, who is voiced by Chris Pine. Now this man can sing, and the enthusiasm and emotion he puts into this song makes the jokes land perfectly. The musical score itself is nothing to rave about, but the lyrics are quite funny, and like I said, Chris's performance makes it great.
Oh, Spidey bells swinging through midtown. Oh, what fun to sling a web and take the bad guys down.
It's a parody song that doesn't drag the punchline out too long. The song is only 2 minutes and 41 seconds after all. It's a Christmas song I enjoy for the comedy and the musical performance itself. Next up, we have Deck the Halls, sung by Peter B. Parker, who is voiced by Jake Johnson? What? Who is Jake Johnson? I have a confession to make. I totally thought Chris Pine voiced Peter Parker and Peter B. Parker. Yes, I know they sound different. I thought Chris Pine was altering his voice, but apparently this whole time, Jake Johnson has been playing Peter B. Parker. Anyway, back to Deck the Halls. It's not near as funny as it needs to be. This song is a mixture of Deck the Halls being sung with a comedy bit worked into it, and I don't like Deck the Halls to begin with. So they really needed to do something with the lyrics for me, and they didn't. They added jokes, but unfortunately, they get old fast, which is the biggest reason this track gets a thumbs down from me. But now we move on to Up on the Housetop by Peter Parker, aka Chris Pine. And this one is the best. It's not even close. I'll say it again, Chris Pine is a great singer and voice actor. He makes me smile every time I listen to this song, and the lyrics are so nice. Let's take a look at some of my favorite. First comes a present for old Doc Ock. Punch in the face from a cinder block. Throw in the slammer for all that crime. The Christmas present is to do some time. I love it. This is my kind of humor, and it only gets better. Then comes the lizard to shake and shift, till he's wrapped up in webs like a Christmas gift. What's in the stocking? What'll it be? It's 10 to 12 in solitary. Top-notch comedy gold. The worst part of this film is that it's only 1:45. It for sure doesn't drag on. It's performed perfectly, and I highly recommend putting it on your Christmas playlist. It will bring a smile to your face every time. Lastly, we have a reading of The Night Before Christmas via 1967. There's no music here, not even in the background. It is just Spider-Man, voiced by Jorma Taccone, reading a slightly altered version of The Night Before Christmas. This one is very odd to me. It's not funny, it's not captivating, and barely entertaining. Jorma is definitely acting as hard as he can here. It's just not interesting at all. It is definitely a pass for me. I think they could have made it funny, or at least more entertaining, if they would have had Spider-Man Noir do the reading instead. I think Nicolas Cage would have given a better performance, and his character was significant in the film, which would probably lead to better comedy payoffs in the reading. I'm really glad we have this album. Even if most of it isn't very good, someone with creative control decided to go all the way with this idea, and I'm very grateful for it. It's always fun when studios create these fun additions to their stories outside of the films themselves. I do wish it had more tracks though. like a Spider-Man Noir reading or a Spider-Gwen instrumental piece. But I'll try to be content with what we got. Thank you all so very much for watching, and if you would like to see a review of a film where Chris Pine has another singing role, click right here. Full disclosure, it's Wish, so sorry if that turned you away.
I couldn't save my best friend, Peter Parker.
Are you sure that you're not the problem?
But the bitter truth we critics must face is that
We're in the middle of a con here.